Hey guys, what's up? Today we're taking a look at an EQ. It's called the Dangerous BAX EQ Master. Let's pop in and take a look. Alright, so let's pop in and take a look at the PDF file here. Pretty boring first page. I've seen my fair share of first pages, and there's some that really stand out to me, and then there's some that's pretty boring. Plugin Alliance, you gotta get some more artwork in here, man. I thought we were all artists here. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing if we're not artists? Anywho. So this goes over mainly the rudimentary elements of starting off your plugins through Plugin Alliance. Okay, we're getting a little more artistic here. This is what the EQ looks like. Okay, we got some context on the bottom here. Using this plugin will not only give you access to the standard BAX EQ features, but we even have added a dual mono and MS mastering version. Both versions will give you the exact same and original sound of the famous BAX EQ. The mixed version is a single controlled version which cannot be adjusted differently between left and right channels, something the hardware offers, but is therefore easier to adjust with a mouse whenever there is no need for different settings on LR channels, left and right. The mastering version is an enhanced 2RU version, which enables you to adjust left and right channels with different settings, just like the hardware does. In addition, we have added on middle and side mode, mid-side mode, which lets you control the mid-side signals of a stereo mix. Wind the stereo image, mono out your bass frequencies, or just get creative. The text is a little small, just a little small. I don't want to really zoom in to complicate it and have to push all kinds of buttons here and there and zoom on out and then do some editing and the editing process, and it's a deal. It's a deal, guys. So this is just going to break it up into what looks like separate sections of the EQ. You got your curves down here. So the Dangerous BAX EQ has an infrasonic rumble, is a term for the omnipresent low frequency garbage that loiters unnoticed in the audio shadows. I swear, guys, sometimes these texts don't make sense. Oh my gosh, their sentence structure just not flow with my flow. Okay, let's revamp this. Infrasonic rumble is a term for the omnipresent low frequency garbage that, it almost looks like there's a comma there, that loiters unnoticed in the audio I don't get that. This headroom consuming thief, we're gonna have to call the police, the audio police. That was a very terrible joke. Or was it even a joke? Propagates from HVAC units, jets, subways, and yes, relay waves. I think I said that right. Relay waves. Relay waves? Earthquakes and elephants. Okay. Eliminating it dramatically decreases low and clarity and punch while allowing higher maximum levels on any playback device. In the hardware, relays remove the filters entirely from the signal path until desired. For true A/B comparisons, we have modeled this behavior. Contrary, many EQs leave filters in the circuit even when they are bypassed. This potentially adds noise, distortion, and phase shift. The BAX EQ places only the signal selected frequencies, or none, into the audio chain. Employ these knobs in conjunction with the shelf controls to instantly create remarkable music contours. This just goes through the shelves, basically increases the gain of the frequency content that's being pushed through the BAX EQ. Unlike surgical or chainsaw EQs that target problems like 50 or 60 cycle hum, but often come with an audio sacrifice, the BAX EQ is shapely and sweet with minimized phase delay or sexy sonic sculpting. So we're going to have to test the phase when we go into Plugin Doctor here. So it's smooth in character, not as harsh. There's a slope, it's not behaving like a limiter. It could turn the graph into a square wave. Try saying that 5 times faster. Square wave, square wave, square wave. That's tough. That's tough on me. The left and right low frequency level controls. In the mastering version, you may use the left and right low frequency level to correct any stereo low frequency imbalance, or adjust the high frequencies in the mid-side stereo field. And then it looks like it has a high frequency filter section. It adds air. Okay. That's, I guess, basically it, guys. I mean, I almost think of this plugin as a imager, if anything. A stereo imager, a stereo EQ imager. Let's see what it can do in Plugin Doctor. Nice. I like it. It's linked right now. There we go. That's better. Okay. Let's check out the harmonic analysis here. So that's a little, that makes me worry a little bit. Should be below 60, but it's at 90. Okay, that's better. Well, that's good. No inharmonic distortion. I need to check the phase. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so it does potentially. Well, according to this graph, it does affect the phase. Don't really need to go into too much depth about this. I mean, it's behaving like a imager more than an EQ, in my opinion. Has some really good performance. Now let's check this out on a mix. Alright, so I got this going through the channel itself. I don't have it on a bus. I think this EQ is mainly used for being inserted on a channel. You can, I'm not saying you guys shouldn't put this on a bus. You can put this on a bus. I mean, we're all artists here. There's no limitations. Explore as many avenues as you can. But let's check it out and see what this EQ can do. Wow, guys, I'm pretty impressed with this EQ. I would honestly give this plugin a 4.5 out of 5. I mean, there's not really that much else I can complain about other than maybe resizing the plugin. That's a small thing of mine that I would like to have when I'm running my plugins, is just being able to resize and make some more real estate around my screen just so that I can navigate through things easily. But it's just a small little hiccup. It's not like it's a huge thing. Okay. I know in some previous videos of mine, I haggle on resizing plugins. It's not the biggest issue. The biggest thing I'm looking for is how does this sound? And boy, does this sound great. This has a natural sounding EQ. It's not like one of those EQs where you can really tell that it's an EQ. You can really tell that someone is definitely picking out certain frequencies in the frequency spectrum, and it just has that comb filter vibe. It just doesn't sound so great. This EQ, it's so natural, it's so pristine, it's so precise. I love it. I almost compare it to the Avalon tube channel. The EQ on that is superb. It is magical. Oh my goodness. It has some areas where you can control the frequency spectrum and get some pretty good results, but mostly it's doing a lot of filtering. It's not really adding any EQ, any significant amount of EQing. It has features that help you select certain areas to EQ and to try and tame different areas so that you get a much more tighter response on things. As I was going through the mix and running it through Insight's sound field, and when I was comparing it between activating it and deactivating it, the activating portion of it was getting it more tighter, while the deactivating was spreading everything out. According to the original form of the signal, everything was going everywhere, and then again, once you turn it on, gets it tighter. I think this EQ can go on anything, basically, if you stick it on your master chain. So it sounds like it's supposed to go on your master chain. Even though I put it on a channel strip, it's supposed to go on your master channel, and I believe this could go in anything. I feel like specifically could go into rock, pop, hip hop, EDM, trap. I mean, the whole list, guys. I mean, woodwinds and brass winds could be an option, yes. I wanted to also check how much processing was happening within the mix, and it looks like this plugin outperforms itself in processing. It barely even used any of my CPU. There's only 1 or 2 threads was going off, and compared to some other plugins of mine, this doesn't even come close to some of them that go off the charts and overload my system. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I really do appreciate you taking the time to click this link, click this video, and watching the content that I have to make. I've been a little slow into trying to get into the YouTube world, and I'm ever so slowly building up and trying to get myself out there and trying to help you guys further your lives, your education in the music industry business. I also have a website running at djcavio.com. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Show me that you guys support me so that I can help you guys throughout the industry and get some problems solved and trying to make a living. Other than that, guys, I mean, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I have for y'all today. Get up, go out, have some fun. All right, we'll see you later.